All right, well, greetings class. So this is the review of our quiz. So here's the key to the quiz. All right, so I'm going to go through it. Half of you were at co-op today and you were able to take it. The other half are taking it at home. So don't watch this video until you've taken the quiz, okay? So here is the review session. Multiple choice, we had 5 questions. Which of the following mammals in New England are diurnal? So to get this question right, you had to remember that diurnal meant active during the day. So the chipmunk is the right answer. Remember, the southern flying squirrel is nocturnal, the possum is crepuscular, and the little brown bat is nocturnal. Okay. Which of the following mammals in New England eats primarily invertebrates? Okay, so that would be the star-nosed mole. Remember, the beaver is a strict herbivore, eating only shoots and insides of bark. The raccoon is an omnivore and an opportunist, as is the black bear. So the star-nosed mole is the correct answer. Remember, they eat worms and they eat centipedes and larval stages of beetles, grubs, things like that. Okay. Which of the following mammals has the shortest gestation period? To get this question right, you had to remember that gestation meant pregnancy period, and the answer was a black rat at 20 days. Remember, the black bear is a pretty long time, like I think 10 months. The fisher has the embryonic diapause, so a very long time, also 11 months, and the white-tailed deer is about, I think it's like 160 days, something like that. It's similar to a sheep. All right, which of the following is the track of an artiodactyl? So remember, artiodactyls were cloven-hoofed. Dactyl means foot, and I did mention this in a review session. That's where that information was. So not cloven-footed. This is the cloven-footed artiodactyl, okay? So that would be the white-tailed deer. So that was the hardest question on the multiple choice. The skull of a rodent has characteristically long incisors that are orange in color, that's true. Has a diastema where there are no teeth, that is also true. Has cheek teeth behind the diastema for grinding nuts and seeds or twigs, and that is also true. And remember, not only did we see that with the skulls that we were shown, I mentioned this in the review sessions several times. So even if you weren't at the Drumlin Farm session, you still should have been able to say it has all of the above, D. Okay. True or false? Now you'll notice right away that all of these are true. So I didn't mean to fool you, but I did it because I want you guys to be confident with your answers. And sometimes when you're taking a test, this might happen. It doesn't mean that you made a mistake, okay? Usually you get true and false in there, but in this case, every statement was true. So let's look at those. Number 6, the possum is the only marsupial native to North America. That is true. Native meaning it is put here by God. Yes, we do have kangaroos in North America that are in zoos, but they are not native, okay? So the key to this was knowing that it was native, okay? The black bear is an omnivore. That's true. Its skull is definitely that of an omnivore. We talked about that, and we mentioned the bear many times in class and in our lectures. The skunk produces a chemical called a mercaptan in its scent gland, so that part is true. This chemical binds permanently to protein molecules because of 2 sulfur bonds. That is also true, and why the smell of the skunk is nearly impossible to get out of your skin or your hair. All right, number 9, embryonic diapause is the reproductive strategy used by the fisher cat to delay implantation of the developing embryo. That is correct, okay? Number 6, look at that. That should be number 10. Wow, that's a typo. Porcupines have a long gestational period for rodents. They have 1 very large offspring per year that is born fully quilled. Ouch. And in fact, they're soft when they give birth, and the quills harden up within the first hour of life, and the answer is true. So those are the 10 questions. Now I gave you 3 bonus questions. So if you missed 1 or 2, no worries. You had a chance to make those points up. So the best you can do on this quiz is 13 out of 10, which is well over 100%, 130%. That's pretty impressive. So scientific drawing, I don't care how neat and nice your artwork is. What I wanted to see was that the Beaver Lodge was bigger than the muskrat push-up. I wanted to see that the Beaver Lodge entrance was underneath the water. and that the muskrat entrance was above the water. So those are the things I'm looking for, and everybody's going to have a different drawing, and if you get most of it, you'll get half credit, okay? So I do round up with bonuses because I try to give you guys the opportunity to make up points. Short paragraph answer, so I just have bullets here, okay? So the things that you need to have in this answer are the name of the disease that is currently threatening the little brown bat is white nose syndrome or white nose disease. I would take white nose disease, although it's technically a syndrome. What type of organism causes this disease? The answer there is a fungus. And what happens to the bats with the disease? The bats wake up during hibernation and starve. So any permutation of that, you might say they wake up and there's no prey because there's no insects, insinuating that they starve, or they wake up during hibernation and they freeze to death because it's really cold, but some permutation of that answer. So everybody's answer is going to look different. All right, fill in the blanks. We might also have some differences in here, but as long as you've got the animal matched up to its proper diet, then we're good. Which species that we studied is a carnivore? So in this case, a fisher, okay? Ermines also are carnivores. You can write that. Name a species that we studied that is crepuscular, raccoon. You can also say possum. You could say bear. There's lots of things that you can study. And actually, I didn't say name a mammal. So if you said mosquito, you would get that right. Which species had 50 teeth in its dental formula? That was the possum. So those are your bonus, okay?